No!
I barely got into my mech.
I was so expecting this to be really fucking annoying, but...
Well, I didn't get anything useful out of that.
That's interesting. I didn't get anything useful either, but except for a highlight. And now we try to go for the poop hat. Oh my god, please, 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 please. That's a highlight. Oh, wow.
Oh, whoops. Oh, hi, hello. Right. Anyways, right now the weapon that we're on is spear. So let's get long and pointy. That sounded better in my head, but whatever, who cares? It is what it is. I won't be taking it back. So I'm not sure. They're both level 200 and 120. I think with more break you have less base attack. There's another weapon that I've noticed this disparity as well, where it's like, as far as I know, for, you know, everything that they have should be equal, and it's not. It's fine, doesn't really matter. I sincerely doubt that the tiny change is going to have any real impact. Do we have... Hey, put that shit away. We have a spot that's just... I guess not. Looks like the highest plus that we have open there was 70 something. Yeah, we're just gonna break all of this down. Kintsugi! Alright. This is where we are for spear. Alt. Okay. You got anything back here? I got some slight changes to my yokai, my soul cores. That whole setup is Jesus Christ. Dream of the Nioh, guys. Why is that attack so good? You and your dumbass little vibe. Bloop. Hey, wiggle, wiggle. What's up, guys? Hello. I'm pretty sure that just straight hit him in the side of the head. God, that shit is busted. That's not even like a full level Kyoki. I think its soul rank is 10 out of 30. It's just what I've managed to put together. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything else on this map. I don't remember how much is and isn't here on this particular version of the map. It'd be easier to remember if they didn't like repeat using this map over and over. God, this track is so good. That Kyoki is at 30, but it doesn't matter, does it? It didn't touch anything. Basically, I use Kyoki a lot now. Like a lot. Like a lot. Oh, I can just get that back now. So what's going on here is that the Kyoki on my Spider Guardian has a really wonderful little Anima bonus paralyzed enemy. So when this is written paralyzed enemy, it means that when an enemy is paralyzed and I do damage to it, I get an Anima bonus for it. If it said enemy paralyzed, then you get an Anima bonus when you afflict paralysis on someone. So in this case, what I want to see is an enemy paralyzed and then do a nice chunky bit of damage to it. Oops. That was clumsy. Kyoki like has an optimal range. If the enemy is too close, then it won't be as good. And the same thing, obviously, if they're too far away. What's on fire out there? Well, I guess it's the same. Never mind. An error in calculation. I'm going to do this because it'll give me more Anima. Okay. Also worth noting, Kiyoki's like basic stuff, just like he just does a lot more damage than other cores I've used before. When I started using him, that had nothing to do with why. They can't just keep backing up and giving me distance to work with. That's literally the opposite of what you should do. Don't know why the camera did that. Dude, Fatal Thrust is so good. Wow, okay, I'm just now noticing, oh god, that's not what I meant to do. This music is too high. Anyway. Oh, whoops. I'm not even paying attention. Right, there is a way up there. And since there's a way up there, I don't want to leave this stage mostly incomplete. We're gonna go back up there. Yep, I forgot about this. Oh, wrong. Here we go. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not conservative about my anima use at all. I do what I want to do, man. Because I usually have it to use it, so I'm not concerned. Another big change is that my umbrella on this Guardian has Emerita gauge bonus Anima charge, and it's pretty fucking noteworthy. It's almost like having an Archiokai talisman going. Bruh. That's so busted. I don't agree. Bruh. Oh, I thought it was going around the other way. Genos Hammer, that's the other Purity one, yeah? Yeah. I wonder, like, what the, actual, like, if there's any actual difference between Genos Hammer and Evil Crusher, aside from they look different. Because, like, see, in my mind, I would think, like, why would you make another item if there wasn't another item about it? Well, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a moment. I should be asleep, but instead, my brain won't let me do that, so I'm doing this. You know what? It's hot in here, and the heater won't stop, so I'm gonna turn it off. Toshi. Anyways, the next mission up is the mysterious one-night castle. You know what I just realized, though, is that I did not do the Twilight missions. We didn't check what they are or anything. See, if this had poisoned enemy Anima bonus, like, that's what I'm looking for toxic slime. Because that would be like a universal. You could put that on any guardian type and it would be appropriate. You know, if you're putting anything at all into poison. So what do we got? The Cursed Castle Ruins. Yeah, we could do that. Let's look at this real quick. Useless. Here, we'll touch this one. Well, I tried to dash back and it just decided not to do that, but it worked out, I guess. Well, that's not what I wanted at all. genuinely don't understand what the deal is with spiders. And their, like, magic immunity to paralysis in particular. Way too early. That was a nice dodge. Worth noting that I don't use Dweller as much these days, but I still do use it. I'm not worried about that. He's gonna chase me. He's gonna get fucked up once he gets too close. Apparently he's not gonna chase me that much. Too early. Obviously, I wasn't that damn worried about it. Delicious. Okay. Could you please? Bruh. Bruh. Yes. No. Oh, what's up? Okay. I don't know why dodges just hate to input properly when you're using the spear, but that's just how it is. Okay. Nice. The spear is so good. People should absolutely love it. It goes the direction you want it to. It attacks real good. It has a lot of key control. Okay. It also definitely doesn't have like added input quirks that make it where it's not sure if you're trying to dodge or do an attack. That's definitely not a thing. Not really sure why. He hopped back right there. I wonder why they decided that Tesso in particular needs to do, like, a boogie woogie before he falls down.
Oh, what? Oh, good. You're kidding. I don't even know where that emerald just now came from. Well, that was pretty clumsy, but then again, it's a spear. I expect clumsy. Not really sure what you're trying to go for, buddy. Bruh. It's so busted. What's that? You didn't want to fight that Wyra at all? Don't worry about it. Oh, you sack of shit. Oh, well, he's dead anyway, and I still have maximum Anima. See how fucking broken this shit is, dude?
It's not nearly as good on bosses, obviously, but like, and there's certain enemy types that don't seem to give the tiniest shit about Kyoki. For instance, the Snack Neck. He just utterly ignores this. I say he utterly ignores, it barely touches him. Oh, okay, cool. Sure. Sure. Do you really want to fucking do this, dude? Okay, well, you have fun with that. I'm busy. Cool. Yeah, these guys in particular, like, okay, I did hit him 3 times. Never mind, maybe I'm dumb. Thing is that Kyoki does very, like, not a lot of key damage, particularly when they still have purple bar. Bruh. I tried, are you serious? I tried multiple times to try to unlock so I could just swing any attack in the direction of that tiny spider. Boop. Boop. Are you shitting me? Okay. I'm not sure what happened right there. Whatever it was, I'm not a fan. Oh no, I'm in... What else is in the... Okay. Well, that was fun, I guess. Sure. Does this guy say anything different on Twilight Mission? Probably not. I should show him to my family, he said with a fistful of shit. I genuinely would love to have an explanation for the guy who collects poop. Like, why? What, like, surely there's a reason. There's gotta be some kind of goofy-ass lore. What? Excuse me, sir. I have an offense to deal with. I'm so annoyed. That one shot was so much more irritating than it should have been. You know, I have a question. Where exactly do the dwellers go to get outfitted with explosive barrels? Like, is there a shop that's like, bring your demons here, we will outfit them with explosive barrels? Right there at the yokai mechanic. This is so dumb. I don't think he gives the tiniest shit about paralysis. Not really. Of course. Why wouldn't it be this guy? What? Okay. That was deeply annoying. Come on. Dude, could you be less of a dickhead, please? You know what could help? A good weapon. A non-spear would be most preferable. I don't know why I decided to do that instead of the big wind-up thrust that I should have done. That was really stupid. What a disaster. I definitely deserve a death right there. Aside from the whole thing was kind of bullshit to begin with. Bruh. I'll get that eventually, I'm not worried about it. I say, fighting Hag with Spear really is just a deeply unfun experience, so of course there's 800,000 of them here. The industry standard of 800,000. Have some of that, kinky. What? Sure. I guess that shouldn't have hit. Yeah, give me this shit. Okay. Just go away, dude. Fucking annoying. Like the most irritating part of it is like because I'm stuck using the spear right now, there's enemies that shouldn't be a problem at all that are because I'm using the spear. Okay. Okay, again. Okay, some more. Really? What? Can't see shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get grabbed. Sure, I'm certain that the downward stab directly into its body that shouldn't have hit Don't know what you're thinking about, gamer. Yeah, fuck it. Of course it's a fist. And of course we're in a room where, like, just about every angle is gonna put me up my own ass. Yeah, I definitely 100% would say that Kyoki is being more useful overall than the other things that I have been using in that slot. I would say, like, one thing that I definitely missed from the first game that I kind of wish was a thing in this one is I actually genuinely loved the London map. Because it was just so different. Wait, what? Again? I think I remember having this problem before too, where it was just like, there's an enemy over here, and there definitely is. And it's presumably up on that ledge, but it's not actually there. Yeah, dude, I got nothing. Fuck it. I have attempted to do what I can attempt to do, and that's that.
I definitely pushed the button, but whatever. Oh, come on. Piss off. Yeah, what's up, Panda? How's it going? Little bit. More like just insomnia gaming. And the spear just happens to be there. Oops. Oh, I deserve that. Ooh, I deserve all of this. You know, one of these days I will remember the timing for one of these attacks again. Okay. BRB. I'm just gonna call bullshit on that. Yeah, 1,000 hours of actual game time. Sports? Blech. That's gonna be a big nope. What the hell, dude? Ugh. Spear is so incapable. Well, yeah. Why do you ask? Blah, 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 blah. Words are hard. But yeah, like unlike other gamers, like my my total play time on this timer, that doesn't include like if I was to bring up my Steam. Hold on. In fact, I'll do that real quick. So on Steam, my Steam time claims that I have 1,700 hours, but like the timer on screen doesn't include like idling, downtime, bathroom time. Like most people end up arbitrarily accumulating hours on Steam when the game is open, but they're not actually playing it. Ah, yeah, I don't sports ball. Shooting Doji, that wouldn't be it wouldn't be a bad idea to keep that just to farm Shooting Doji. I don't give a shit about either of those people, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Anyways, if you'd rather see another weapon right now, just let me know. Because otherwise I have to do the Cradle of the Demon with Spear. And we all know how well that's gonna go.
We can do that. Dude, I should be playing the game that this music is from, but I'm stupid. And I'm doing this instead, because the addiction is way too real. But Hover, Revolt of Gamers, I don't know if you ever played, like, Jet Grind Radio, or I guess in some places it's called Jet Set Radio. Or, like, Jet Set Radio Future. Or I guess the more recent release, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. But Hover is basically that, except parkour instead of skating. And it's a lot of fun. I am not a platformer liker, so when I tell you that this platformer has some really fun movement, I don't see anything in there that I'm going to want to look at. Wow. Okay. Kintsugi! I will bitch about that every single time I see him throw a tea utensil over his shoulder like that. You think you've seen it? It's a fucking good time. Like, there's one aspect of the game that I really don't like, and it's that they at some point they introduce like a parkour version of basketball, sort of. And that involves like racing back and forth to get the ball and put it in your own thing. It's a one-on-one scenario. And like, I don't hate the idea of it. What I hate is like, once it introduces it, it's kind of horny for reusing it. It reuses it a bunch. But other than that, the game is very fun. So what mission was this? 638. Tate Eboshi. That's probably gonna suck a bunch. Oh well, let's get going. What? Don't piss off. Hold on, I see a technical question about Izanagi. So the best way to do it is to and I've only read the first part. The best way to do it before you start the fight is to use Tadademoke, but during a boss fight. So like, while you're focused on an enemy, Tadademoke will follow that enemy. If you disable a human even briefly and then unlock and then fire Tadademoke forward, it won't actually track the enemy. It'll just spray the 4 shots that will fall forward. Alternatively, there's the Yokai Water Pot. So, if you're fighting a human and you have the awareness
to notice that that buff is about to run out, that it's close enough to running out, you could just throw the yokai water pot, make a pool, cleanse the pool, and that'll re-up your buffs. I personally did not care for how active keeping those buffs alive is. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to look for a different setup. God, this is so fucking broken. What? You thought you were gonna go somewhere? Nah. Yeah, I shouldn't have did that. It worked out somehow. At least I think it was the yokai water pot that makes a pool, isn't it? I don't use consumables often. I just know that that one's a thing. Say there's no reason to use any more soul core stuff on him. So we've got a hag up there, we've got this guy over here. Any soul core on this guardian does paralysis unless they have a superseding element. So yeah, Kidioki on this particular guardian is broken. Like, just busted right the fuck open. It's so stupid. But what's more is that I wouldn't have found that if it weren't for the fact that this particular Kidioki core has a really, really, really obnoxious bonus. And it actually highlights something very specific. So, see where it says Anima bonus paralyzed enemy? It's important what order the words are in. If it says Anima bonus enemy paralyzed, what that means is that when I paralyze an enemy, I get the Anima bonus. But if it says paralyzed enemy, in other words, those two words are swapped, then I get a bonus based on damage done to a paralyzed enemy. So, particularly in the Hammer's case, I'll paralyze an enemy, wind up a rumbling earth, and I will completely regenerate. Like, I know that with True and Through, I got 8.9 Anima just off of that one attack. So I don't know how much rumbling earth is, but it's so stupid how much you can get off of it. God damn it. So yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, it's super busted. And, like, it's also worth noting that something like Magasu Warrior, when it causes paralysis, and it absolutely will, without any room for argument, Magasu Warrior will cause paralysis. Unfortunately, every individual strike of Magasu Warrior will also interrupt paralysis. So when it's throwing beams, if the third one paralyzes, the fourth one will strike them and unparalyze them. This is not true of Tararimoke's humanity sprites, the attack that one causes, and it's not true of Kiryoki. If Kiryoki's first strike paralyzes them, they remain paralyzed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's super busted. And then you've got giant motherfuckers like this guy. Trouble is that he doesn't give a shit about paralysis. Okay, I can't go all the way up there because there's another enemy kind of lurking in the shadows, as it were. Ooh. Okay. Also, Kiryoki does, like, an obnoxiously large amount of, like, just raw damage for a soul core. Why does that do so much Q damage, bro? Wasn't that, like, half of Kiryoki's ki was just off of that kick? That's so, like, what the hell? This game is so weird. Oh, also, another thing that I have going on right now is an Anima charge bonus Amrita gauge. At AA, honestly, it's not quite as good as, but it's almost like having a slightly weaker Archiokai at all times once you hit Anima or Amrita gauge 100. But I've also got a key recovery bonus attached to that and a defense bonus attached to that. So honestly, like, I have very, very good reasons not to fuck around with using yokai shit. I have my bonuses, I keep my bonuses. You ain't going anywhere, bitch. Yeah, that's another enemy that doesn't give the tiniest shit about paralysis. But yeah, like, there's some cases where, like, for instance, earlier with Waida, I approached it, I did Kiyoki, paralyzed it, hit it with, I can never remember what the fucking attacks are called. Hit it with Twisting Spear. and then I backed up, did Karaoke, hit it with Twisting Spear, and then I backed up, did Karaoke, hit it with Twisting Spear, and then I did a flash attack and it died. Like, because it got paralyzed every time I did a Karaoke because it has a fat ass and it eats all of the projectiles. Some of them are really good. I will be honest and say that there's a couple that are totally trash. There is and I think that this one's only on the headpiece, but there's one that is a key bonus for Emerita Gauge, where the higher your Emerita Gauge becomes, it increases your max key. When I tested it, it increased the max key by like 43. It was totally meaningless. But the defense bonus is good. I haven't tested the attack bonus, but if memory serves, I'm told that one is good. And the defense bonus, like, I'll be honest that I still haven't found like a really great way to test it, but I think it's good. One second. Anyway, but no, yeah, I'm also not a fan of Yokai Shift. Like, honestly, when I watch other players use Yokai Shift in a way that makes it look like they are very, very adept with using the move sets in Yokai Shift, I genuinely, let's just look at it in total amazement, because I have done so little Yokai Shift, I would look like a newborn baby, like, trying to take their first steps if I was to Yokai Shift right now. And it's because it's just not a mechanic I give any shits about. Oh hey, monkey on monkey violence. So... no. It's like, there's some times where I've noted that, like, certain pieces of armor don't have very many things that you can temper that are particularly useful, so in some cases I will get that. But no, not really. It's worth noting, though, here recently, and like, I don't know if this was stuff other people knew, but look at the bottom here. I didn't know until recently that you can dual specialize weapons. And finding that out gave me the ability, see, like, when you dual specialize an accessory, what you get is you get half of the increase to the stat requirements and half of the weight increase. So this is now Magic and Courage requirement 30, which is fine because I have that much magic. And the weight is increased by 1 rather than by 2. And because of that, I'm actually able to fully reinforce 2 of my body pieces. So I want you to, like, look at the top where you see 13.8 out of 46.1. 13.8, like, you see 29.9%. Literally, if that was 13.9, I would be over. And then, like, on weapons, it's mostly not that much of an increase, but it was definitely a noticeable increase. I forgot what I was doing in here. Is everything in here dead? There's a box. I like boxes. But yeah, I also miss my active skills when I do stuff like that. I even like had that problem in the first game, despite the fact that the first game definitely lets you use your active skills. But only in mid-stance. Living Weapon plus Reaper on the Kusa was so busted. Yeah, I would say the same thing for me. Like, I've tried it a few times just as, like, you know, like, one of those kinds of things where it's like, you know, this is an academic, way of looking at the game, where it's like, is this a good idea? Should I look into it? But then, like, ultimately, it always comes up as not fun. And then I just sort of ignore it. Hey, what the hell was that tracking? Sure. God, I hate this guy. God, I hate this guy, dude. We gave this dude every annoying asset that he could possibly have. He makes clones. He's dodgy as shit. He has super armor. He has too much fucking ki. He has too much HP. He's just an asshole. Yeah, Angyoki is definitely past that point where, like, look, I realize that making enemies that are more challenging is a way to increase the fun past a certain point, but there is a point at which challenge no longer meets fun. Sometimes you're just making things really irritating. And, like, not to be an obnoxious jerk myself, there are games that I love that don't necessarily do well. What the hell was that? There are games that I love, like, there's a lot of games that I love that have this problem, where there'll be spots where they were clearly trying to make challenge, but instead they just made a, like, really, really obnoxious shit. God, that is so stupid. Yeah, it's like, okay, I didn't have any trouble with any of the special spirits my first time around. they all seemed kind of like pushovers the first time I fought them, including Angyoki. Like, he seemed annoying, but he didn't seem threatening. But the second time I fought him, he went maximum asshole. The second time, he took offense to how the first time went, and you could tell. By the way, when I pointed out the aspects I have on the umbrella, the only reason the umbrella is in my setup at all is because it's the only soul core that makes you accumulate paralysis on enemies faster. No other core has that aspect, so the umbrella is not actually useful. It's not something I really use. It's just there for, you know, the helpful little bonus stats. It may as well be like a Boku or a Mujina or some shit. I should have did this before I went in here. Ooh. Are you shitting me, dude? Yeah, that was a terrible, terrible, terrible time to do that. Yeah, they definitely overplay his hand in the DLC. It gets to the point to where, like, oh, he's a mid-stage boss kind of makes it feel really, really unceremonious, and therefore, I gotta be honest, I don't take this fight seriously, and I barely give a shit about the outcome. Okay, he's over there just doing melee attacks. I'm not worried about his shit. That's not what I wanted. And boom. Ooh, what a fight. Rumbling Earth is broken, dude. Alright, you actually have to kill him in the Twilight version. Honestly, not looking forward to the Tate Eboshi fight. Yeah, Rumbling Earth with a little bit of purity. And, like, literally any enemy is just, like, a complete mess against that combo. And, like, it blows my mind when I compare it to, like, Lumber Chop, right? Lumber Chop is slower and just, in general, less useful. It's got a smaller AoE. It's just, like, I look at it and I'm, like, I don't understand, like, why anyone would use this. I'm okay with this, honestly. He's dead. Well, I figured we would still be pointed at the hag. Get out of here. Yeah, since I have so much anima coming from so many different things at this point, I don't really give a shit. I'll just use it when I want to, rather than, like, actually trying to ration it like I used to. I just realized we were listening to Sadistic Christmas. Bastard. It's so stupid. Oh god. I noticed that soul core is basically useful everywhere I go, too. Like, I use it all the fucking time. Like, before today, if anybody asked you, what soul core does Zana use most often? It wouldn't even be close. You would just say, oh, Dweller. Done and done. Anybody who's been here for a couple of hours knows that I use Dweller a bunch. But now what am I doing? I'm mostly using Karaoke. Now, Dweller still has his place for sure, and there's like 0 chance I'm ever giving up my Dweller. But like, bruh, come on. Right, this one ends with our boy Itsumade, our favorite man, Itsumade. Itsubroski. Actually, the key damage on Karaoke is I'd say Karaoke as a soul core is a jack of all trades. Like, it does okay key damage, it does okay damage. It's mid-range, not close range, not long range. Okay, y'all are pissing me off. Sure. Man, these hammers sure are not hitting it. But you know, like everything about it really is kind of average, except for that it has a ridiculously high affliction. But I think only 2 guardians even take that into account. That would be the spider and the snake. Like, its cost to do its attack is kind of mid. It's not too cheap, it's not too expensive. Its cost to attune is pretty nice. It's very, very low. You ended up way the hell over there. Felt good. Fair enough. I mean, honestly, like, I mean, you've seen me argue about, like, what cores or weapons or setups or moves or whatever, like, which ones are and aren't best. Like, sure, I'm capable of having that argument, but at the end of the day, I usually tell people, if you found a setup that works for you, use the setup that works for you. Like, if you are doing the damage, getting the kills, and also not dying, it doesn't really matter if it's the smart thing to do or not, because the successes are there. Boop, bite. Done and done. It's like when someone tells me like it just feels good, I'm like, okay, well then just do that. Yeah, that's the problem, is that Ubume, like, actively pushes enemies away. Either because, like, the Soul Core just has a pushing effect, or because that particular flinch just makes enemies move backwards, but regardless of the reason, it doesn't really matter why. What matters is that when you use it, enemies typically get pushed away. That was not good. But yeah, aside from that, the key damage that Ubume is capable of is disgusting. I would say that, like, one of my bigger complaints about about Ubume, however, is that the transform is not fast. Did I fuck up? Let's be real, I didn't deserve this. I deserved to go down, down, down bad. But yeah, if you use Ubume right on top of most enemies, you do get all 5 pulses of it to hit. But if they're slightly away from you, or if they're an enemy type that has a habit of flinching even further away from you than normal enemies would, then yeah, you're not going to get all of them unless they're in the corner. And in the corner, just about anything would work, so that's not necessarily a good thing on Ubume's part. Yeah, it's like one of the reasons we've discussed before why the giant toad core would, like, under no circumstance would that ever be deemed useful. And it's entirely down to the fact that, like, that transform takes like 6 years. Yeah, I love how we both went the same direction. Oh look, he did the Soul Core. Yeah, it's just, we're talking about, like, the one kind of thing that if you do the thing and it doesn't work out, you just die. Okay. I promise I pushed button. I have no idea how many finishers that was. I'm gonna go with a lot. Hello, sir. I would recommend maybe not doing that. Oh, whoops. What? No, any source of paralysis. So, like, if I was to do the umbrella, paralyze something, and then just follow it up with this, same story. But I have to do the damage. If I follow it up with, okay, now I haven't tested all of this. But when I tested a ranged weapon, it didn't look any different. So I'm assuming that if I use a ninja item or a thrown item, because I think really what it is that when you do things like that, there's like a bit of coding there that's like, you know, carries the possibility that this was hazard damage rather than player damage. But yeah, I have to paralyze and then do the damage myself. But yeah, any instance of paralysis can cause it. Like, in fact, if a hazard paralyzes an enemy, or like if a friendly fire thing happens somehow, or if another player was to paralyze an enemy and then I was to do Rumbling Earth, like, it really doesn't matter. So long as the enemy is paralyzed when I do the damage, then we are good to go. Oops. Oof. Oof, big oof. I fucked up. Oh well. It's bad. Like, it's... Here's the thing, like, the best that an Itsumade core could ever possibly be is when you're fighting Itsumade. Like, straight up. You know why? Because Itsumade creates... The enemy Itsumade creates a shitload of pools. And then when you use Itsumade, when there's a shitload of pools, they all explode. There are some people that say that, like, the Itsumade Soul Core is really good when it's used alongside Tarademoke, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, that is a shit fucking argument, because now I have to attune 2 Soul Cores to get, like, 1 decent Soul Core worth of effect. Nah. Bruh. Piss off with that argument. But, like, when you use Itsumade raw, it makes a pool right in front of you and makes it explode. And especially for the amount of anima that costs, that's horrible. Plus, there's the fact that because your weapon is the pools, right? Itsumade's Soul Core also has a Purification Anima bonus, which kind of feels like a rude joke. Because, like, so I'm supposed to weaponize those, but I also get a bonus of Anima for dispelling those the normal way. Why? You know what, sir? You're getting on my nerves. But, like, I genuinely can't think of another fight where I'm like, yes, this enemy creates a lot of pools, so you could use those against them. And even if I could, that's still just so situational. Can't see shit. Thanks, Dan. See, when he does that right there, if you were to, like, bird-on-bird violence him... like, his plan would 100% work against him. Nope. And then he's gonna dive at me, do this, make his pool go away, because his follow-up right there is to make it explode. See, this is such a red herring. Don't burst counter that attack. Let him throw the pools all over the place while you just, like, body shot the shit out of him. So, like, when you're actually fighting Tadadimoke, Tadadimoke really doesn't make a lot of pools. And it predominantly, like, the most pools it makes is when it's in the air. They're gonna go away before he's on the ground. It's like, it just doesn't work out that way. What? Yep. It's fine that I don't have any key, I'll just act like I do. That didn't quite work out. I don't trust it. I hate her so much. Everything she does interrupts super armor. No other enemy in this game can do that with normal attacks. It's just Tate Eboshi. Fucking annoying. Design bad. I'm not quite sure what did that. Oh, right, there's these things over here at the corners. She gets so far away. Okay. Yeah. This might kill. Stop it. go down already, for Christ's sake. Dude, the targeting got all fucked up when she was over here. But yeah, Tate Eboshi flinches backward. She flinches backward really, really, really far. So, like, Tadade Moke is just so perfect against her specifically. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna keep Kirioki on my paralysis setup, and I'm gonna put Tadade Moke on in the same slot on the other setup. Anima bonus grapple. I mean, that's not great, but it's there. I mean, you want to see some Switchblade? I'm okay with that. Do I still not have... See, I'm really, really, really looking forward to finding the right Tadadimoke to put this guy on, because, again, this is damage dealt to an enemy suffering from purification. Like, bruh, bruh, bruh. The scaling is different than what it is versus paralysis, which makes sense because a paralyzed enemy you only get to hit once while they are suffering from that status ailment, but still. And while I appreciate that, I have been fostering a scenario of you guys can request whatever weapon. Now, I mean, if the title of the stream is Spear Day, then yeah. But in that case, because I do this so often, by the way, here's another Anima bonus paralyzed enemy. Can you imagine if I stacked those? But like, yeah, it's fine. Especially since I just genuinely love using the fucking Switchblade. The Switchblade is super fun. Anima Charge Enhanced sucks. It sucks a bunch. It's not useful in any way, shape, or form. Let's see, yeah, this one says enemy paralyzed, so increases anima when you inflict the specified negative effect. That would still be useful because I do inflict, like, the same enemy will get inflicted with paralyzation multiple times if they are, you know, strong enough to stick around. So it's like, one way or another, I would still be getting stuff. But, ooh, really? Oh, but yokai ability damage feral, that's unfortunate. Yeah, hatchets are actually really, really, really good at shredding that dipshit on Gyoki as well. Yeah, Yep, that's definitely one of the ways to do it. The one thing I really don't like about Tadabimoke, though, is when you go to use it on an enemy that then leaps in the air and then falls back down, and then your projectiles go quite worthlessly up there, never to be seen again. Hiss. Alright, well, let's get our menuing done real quick. Oh, whoops. And I'll look and see if there's any improvements in the equipment at a later date. I don't like to do that on stream, it just takes too long, and what I've got right now is plenty fine. But yeah, honestly, like, hatchets to me just like they seem like either A, you play all melee and they take way too much effort, so it feels like a slog. It feels like no matter what I do, everything takes way too much time and effort, and it's just too much of a bother. Or I can play it the way they clearly wanted me to play it, i.e. by throwing shit all the time, in which case it feels like everything is too easy. It feels like nothing is actually capable of really... Ooh, my storehouse is full. It starts to feel like nothing can really adequately fight back. And that's kind of lame. Like, it goes from requiring too much effort from me to not requiring enough effort from me. Now, I do know that I picked up a Yasakani, so we're going to put that onto the Penance Stone and see if it gives me something I didn't already have. I doubt that that's useful, but it would be sort by splendor. Yeah, no. I mostly like it, like, for the splendor set, I just basically need 3 more of these, and I haven't even been seeing, like, the lower rarity versions of this. Yeah, I don't even know if maybe Shunkan is the best variant of this or not. I'm not really sure, for simplicity. But, like, I know that Kudo Oribe is as good as it's going to be for that. Anyway, let's mark that. Oh, I'm on soaring. Whoops. Yeah, honestly, based on the way that you play Switchglaive, enemies that try to get away a bunch can be non-issue with this as well. Mostly because of, like, this kind of shit. Like, you can constantly switch between that, and you're constantly gaining forward motion. And obviously, you know, Cyclone gives you that extra distance as well, and you can even, like, Cyclone into the low stance, which, again, gives you more distance. So, like, depending on how you play it, like, yeah, you can keep enemies from really being able to get any meaningful distance on you pretty regularly. Whoops. I do find it a little bit on the ironic side that the setup that I have looks more impressive when enemies actually are able to resist me. When I'm just able to slap them around, it just, I don't know, it doesn't really look impressive. It looks kind of blah. Hey. Later, buddy. Take a bath, nerd. Haven't really been paying attention to my goal. Well, darn, I guess I'll never learn. Like, look, the sad fact is, I know good and damn well that no matter how much effort I put into it, the way that I play with the Switchglaive will never keep up with the damage output of just spamming Arc of Chaos. As much as I hate that, I know what reality looks like. I'm still never gonna do that because I'm not a little wiener bitch. Wiener bitch, I am not. Like, I kind of feel the same way about, like, I know that there is some build out there, right, where you can just, rapidly spam magic spells and, like, for ridiculously large amounts of damage. Where I could just, like, oh, hey, an enemy, and then I'd just face them and push up over and over and just rapidly cast fire spells and just watch everything in front of me melt away. But that sounds like look, okay, I cannot, in my wildest dreams, come up with a more boring way to play this video game. Like, why, like, there's other games for that. Why would you do that here? Like, as much shit as I talk about the Dark Souls series, at least I can look at the fact that in most of them, like, there is no such thing as a scenario where you just cast magics without any fear. Or at least none that I'm aware of. Maybe I just don't know the deep, dark lore of the Dark Souls store. People that use only feathers, bruh. I just didn't want to deal with them. And based on my rules, I didn't have to. How? Okay. How the hell did that happen? I was like, okay, full clarity here. Like, I'm just gonna be like 100% honest. I casted Karaoke when I was facing this direction. If she dodged all the way into this direction and Karaoke attacked in that, I don't know how that worked out. I'll take it, but I don't get it. I have to come back here anyway for that box. I've still not, like... It's an Epon or something inside of this hut, isn't it? Oh, you're alive. Whoops. Yeah. To be fair, though, given my karaoke paralysis setup, I'm not that far from having, like, a cheesy-ass setup myself. Velveeta's about to sue for copyrights, given how cheesy my setup is. I'm gonna have to pay them that cheddar. You know what I'm saying? Please don't allow me to speak like this ever again. Oh, what? The hell was he doing here? When is my rap career starting? Oh, you know. As soon as I make acquaintances with MC Frontalot and we become BFFs, we'll write sick rhymes together. I should, shall, not to aim the artillery so high overhead, struggle to rise once they issue the syllable that I emphasize. Anyway. Is it time to struggle? I think it's time for struggle and suffer. Let's do it. Honestly, here recently I've run into Pete and Baz. It's a couple of like 60-year-old dudes rapping in the UK. They're pretty fun. Palace of the Dam. This dude just left everything back here undone. SMH. If you haven't looked into Pete and Baz, you really should. Shit's hilarious. Oh, what's up, you? Don't know what this dude is up to. What? Bruh. That feel when the shot goes right through the bunk. Damn. Alright, well, what are we doing, mate? It's up to you. Where are we going? I really hate you. Don't do that. Are you serious? You sense a visitor's presence. I'm sure that this is about to get much better. We got a Severing Spinner, and we've got a Tonfa user. What, Tonfa and Spear? Or maybe it's just Spear and I'm misseeing the Tonfa. Spear dual swords. I don't know what they're on about, but I'm gonna have some deep. And he's just gonna pop into the boss fight. Boy, I sure hope you guys are set up. I know that he's absolutely, definitely, 100% going to use that shrine. But at least I got something killed first. Bruh. I love how it went off perfectly the first time and then, like, a total shit show the second time. Okay. I always forget how long the range is on that, and I'm pretty sure that I mentioned that every single time it happens. I genuinely don't know what in the fuck this guy is doing. You know, you'd think that at some point you'd be like, huh, my two helpers aren't anywhere near here. Maybe I've done something wrong. Ow. Bruh. I suppose you're already in here fighting Nioh. Dipshit. Since we've nothing else to do, I am going to fuck up and fall off of these stairs. As is tradition. Too bad I can't just fall down there. I have to run all the way around. Although they're probably about to touch a shrine. Or not. I'm not worried about whatever he just found. I think Dosan can be paralyzed. I think. I don't have any reason to believe otherwise. Guys, come on. Yo, the other person, I guess, forgot that we have another boss to fight. Or did it break? I can't say I've seen this one before. So, what do? Later. So, I mean, that probably should have been, like, a successful mission. It just magically wasn't because, fuck you, that's why. Okay. We were just here. Oh god, it's Katak. So, this person sucks a bunch. And we've got an Odachi user. Someone who thinks they're awfully clever. Yeah, have fun. Oh, hey. We've got an Arc of Chaos user. It's like, Katak is terrible, 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 terrible at this game. It has no idea what they're doing at any given moment. As evidenced. Okay, targeting, what are you fucking doing, dude? You're kidding. Wow, how do you both suck so bad? Really? That's your answer? Is I'm just gonna run away? I... Wow. Why? Rude ass. He saw a small green man and said, "Fuck that guy." Oh, that's not what I want. That's fine. I didn't want to be here at all. Hmm. Shoot at me, bitch. Sigh. Yeah, I'm dead. God, dude, I'm so distracted because of an itch that will just not leave me alone. I only just now noticed that that person has 3 R's in the middle of the name. Are you, like, what are you doing, dude? Now I'm going after Domon with no juice. Or are we just automatically gonna... Nah. Cool. We got to come back and finish this one off. That feels okay. What happened to our music? I guess Jin Sakai has like a big chunky silent part at the end of it. Might need to fix that. I'm probably gonna try to go to bed soon. Emphasis on try. No guarantees. Lewd squids. The hell? Why did the game coloring wash out like that? That was very strange. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I didn't really like the first game all that much. I really prefer the second one, but the OST is kind of undeniable. We'll have the second one's OST on here some point. Eventually, it'll get in there. You're welcome, I guess. Have fun with that. I'm coming down here. Excuse me, Risk of Rain is a ship, not a boat. I swear, the nerve of some people. I swear to God, dude. I mean, the stuff that they do, it's all the same, and like all of it is from like the same playbook of I don't know how to learn stuff, and I'm just gonna do the same whatever. Like, the kind of thing that comes naturally in this game when you haven't actually figured anything out is pretty samey. Don't... I shouldn't have dropped down like that, because I should have known that they would just follow me like that. Anyways, yeah, the kind of thing that comes naturally to people that don't know what they're doing, it tends to be about the same. You fucking prick. You genuinely just walked right up and swung without any thought at all. Yeah, thinking takes effort, and effort's too much to ask from just about anybody. It's a damn shame. Yeah, you take care of that, I'll take care of this thing. Well, I mean, you saw just now the way that I use the switchblade. It just sort of like naturally advances me towards Ubume, so it's not that bad. Do you not know how to do stuff? Do you not? Jesus. Yep, just kick. Don't think about the consequences, just kick. That's why I just assume that nobody is actually trying to learn anything, because when people get into multiplayer games, no one is considering what's actually happening around them. They just do stuff. Yeah, because Kasha's just an autopilot response. You don't actually have to think about anything. You just do that thing that does it for you. Are you really? Oh my god. I don't know if you can paralyze Shuten Doji or not. Let's find out. I mean, sort of. So, Shuten Doji had enough time to, like, say hi, I guess. Oh, we don't have anything. Nah. These, like, these pieces that I have that are under a certain amount of plus that I don't even bother keeping, I do need to make sure that I am being aware of what assets they have and whether or not they're level 200. Because they might not be plus enough, but if they're level 200, particularly the ethereals, I should keep them. Oh, hey, I should probably disassemble the rest of those. What do you think? Here, just because I want to use the sword, we're going to do a little bit of sword time and then I'm going to go. I don't know why I love using the fucking sword so much lately, but bruh, I'm about it. I've seen people multiple playthroughs deep will, like, get into the Shuten Doji fight, put themselves in a corner, and have Shuten Doji just, like, rocker haircut them to death. It's like, you're multiple playthroughs deep, how are you this stupid? Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with me and Sword lately. For a little while, I wasn't really feeling it, but here lately, I'm just... I don't know. I just really want to use the Sword a bunch. You fucking dipshit. Yes. Here lately I found myself like thinking like, do I even need the Archiokai anymore? Like I don't feel like I really need it. Why are we watching the cutscene? Okay, good. Excellent, you figured it out. I needed the Anima. God damn it. This is about the worst possible place to decide to use the sword. Although I gotta say, Magasu Warrior really shines on that fight. But yeah, we'll do. I'm gonna for the moment I'm gonna say we'll do one more, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, I guess we're only just starting the stage. You know, there's 2 targets, right? It's crazy how useful you are. I love how you show up just in time to swing your weapon at nothing. Bruh. Yeah, this person is an idiot. This is New Game Plus. And they're still, like, all they're doing is, like, spear high stance normals. Oops. Alright. I guess I should have known, but like, are you serious? Well done. Oh, what am I doing? Almost ran off to my death like a jackass. I don't know what they're doing, and frankly, I don't give a shit. Because I'm a good team player. Oh, okay. How did you manage that? You are not near the fucking conflict. Where did they die? Bro, like... We'll do one more, because that was so shit. Oh, is this the guy that died at shooting Doji in like half a second? Actually, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Man, the split staff looks so wasteful. That's probably because it is, let's be real. Congrats on the soul core. I'm sure it'll be very useful. Did they wait until I went first? Bruh. Dude, this setup is just disgusting. Well, the boss is about to do something that I don't think is particularly convenient. Kiryoki. massive injection of Anima. Karaoke again. It's fucking dumb. Genuinely, how many of these tracks have like giant silent sections at the end? Where? Did my music player just fucking turn off entirely? What happened? That's real weird. Anyway, that's fine, because I was going to call it here anyway. Check out some of my photography. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but all the backgrounds are my are photos that I've taken myself. There's a lot of them. There's like 200 plus in there at this point, I think. It's somewhere in that range. But yeah, I got like once we moved out here, we're somewhere where there's a lot of natural beauty. So like just about anywhere you go out here, there's something worth taking a picture of. So I got myself a really nice camera. That's been put to use quite a bit. But yeah, let's see. Is anybody around? I'm going to guess no, because the answer is always no. And guess what? The answer is no. Who would have thought? I can't believe it. Totally 100% impossible to predict. Anyways, yeah, Panda, have a good one, dude.
Wasn't. Oh yes. yes. I wonder if I fire just one shot, is it gonna carry me through this as well? Meh.
What the fuck? Hold on. There's no fucking way that just happened.